For a snack, I'm gonna have 224 grams of papaya with chili flake on top. Korean chili flake. So some people are always gonna come up and ask like, dude, how do you eat all that food? Aren't you full? And my answer is sometimes. Sometimes not. You know, I said, dude, when you eat 48 pieces of grilled chicken or a whole meat board, aren't you full for like 2 days? You know, so when I eat all these vegetables, it's in large quantities throughout the day. So for instance, today I had 212 grams of Chinese eggplant, 60 grams. I mean, I'm not even gonna go through it, but I had like 4 pounds of vegetables already. I had 75 grams of meat, 160 grams of avocado, and it's 12:42 in the afternoon. I've eaten all this. And when I go do all my macros and the calories and just add it up to see how much, you know, how many calories and nutrients and carbs and all that stuff and sugar that I ate for the day. Right now I'm probably at like 600, maybe 800. I went to the gym this morning at 5 a.m. because that's when I wake up and that's when I go to the gym, not because Andrew Huberman said that. I didn't take a cold shower, a cold plunge, or do any of this wild stuff. But what I do wear are toe spacers. I wear a mouth guard when I work out that has like a little hole in it so I can breathe better, like, you know, through there if I have to do heavy reps, if I'm doing something like that, or if I'm just walking, running, or whatever. I always wear the nose piece. It's a nasal dilator. It really widens here and helps me breathe better. But back to the food. The food is the most important thing. So me being a food addict, a sugar addict, and a fat kid at heart, and just used to eating tons of food, whether it was good or bad, I would just eat a lot. For whatever reason, emotional, I didn't go that deep, but for me, what's helping me wean off the food and clear up my body, it wasn't even about weight loss or anything. This was more about healing myself, my body, and the disease that was in it from the improper foods. I had no idea what gluten was about 2.5 years ago. Now I do. It's terrible. I try and avoid it at all costs, so I'm very cautious of that. And I was told that I need to eat, or technically I was told that I need to drink green juice, anti-cancer or cancer-grade medical green juice 3 times a day, all day, every day for 30 days and juice fast to heal myself. And I'm like, dude, there's no way I can do that. So I just figured instead I would just eat all the nutrients and broccoli, spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, the standard stuff wasn't enough to get it done, and that was bloating me out because it was just pretty much I was eating a ton of fiber. So I came across Chinese vegetables and they have like 9,000 different kinds. So now I eat like 50 different kinds. You know, here's my shopping list, you know, and the bill is like cut in half from what I would spend normally. You know, I'm eating stuff like Shanghai sum, water on choy, daikon, Napa cabbage, Chinese eggplant, small gai choy, yu choy sum, small bok choy sum. You know, these are just some of the names. I'll post those later at another time, and then the price and the, you know, what it looks like. Actually, I'll show you a bag, what it looks like. So they come like this, pre-packaged, and I just kind of grab one, grab another one. I've got like 10 of these in the fridge. And then, you know, I'll do another video on like the haul of food and stuff, but pretty much that's how they come packaged. And those are about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of vegetables in each of those bags. So what I'll do is I'll take one with a combination of mushroom, maybe some daikon radish. I'll steam it, make it, and that'll make me like 800 grams of food, which is like 4 portions. So from 8 a.m. to like noon, I can eat that whole thing. That's 4 portions. Now I've gotten a ton of nutrients, ton of vegetables. There's minimal calories, tons of nutrients, magnesium, phosphorus, copper, stuff we don't get in our other foods, all the vitamins A, K, and pretty much all this stuff that we don't get enough of, that everyone's searching for and trying to supplement with, because I don't believe in supplements at this point, because I've tried them and I don't believe there's anything valuable in them. So I just wanted to get it from the source and eat the stuff. Each of these vegetables has a different taste. Like, you'd think they all taste the same. They are completely different. So in a week, I can have, no lie, 20 different combinations of this, and none of them will taste the same, which is amazing. And I love the variety. And all the fruits and stuff that I'm choosing, like papaya, are low in sugar. I don't eat apples, bananas, pears. I do eat pears when I'm binging on sugar, but to wean myself down, I had to eat papaya, all these vegetables. I eat butternut squash, acorn squash, delicatessa. I eat all the squashes, but I eat them maybe one time every 2 weeks, because that's a lot of carbs for me to handle. And then when I eat that, I get all riled up and I'm likely to go eat some kind of sugar. So I keep that to a minimum. I eat not a lot of tofu. I eat probably 60 grams a day. I'm not going to go into the diet and the stuff that I eat. That's another video. But the whole gist of this is, throughout the day, I can eat potentially like 30 times throughout the day, and my calories will be under 1,500 for the day. And I've satisfied all my cravings for eating some type of food, as opposed to doing the standard American diet, the SAD diet, eating a well-organized breakfast and stay satiated for 5 hours, eat some oatmeal, and then 6 hours later eat grilled chicken salad, and for dinner have a piece of fish and some vegetables. Like, that'll give you maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 calories, maybe 2,500, depending on how you do it and what you eat in between. But the likelihood of you getting that done and staying full and not being hungry or hangry throughout the day is almost zero. And it's not really sustainable unless you're like a bodybuilder with these meat boards, where I eat a pound of New York strip and avocado and fruits, and I'm a carnivore and I eat this 4 times a day. That price would be out of control if you had to go buy that from the grocery store. And if you're buying good meat, forget it. If you're buying frozen stuff, fine, so be it, but that's expensive. When I show you my bill, you're gonna be like, that's all you pay, and you get all that food, and you ate all those meals, and I show you what they look like, and then you try them. Oh my God, it'll change your life and your blood work and your body and your face and your hair and your skin and your nails. And you know what a side effect is? You lose weight. I went from 255 down to 157. It took time, but then the real dial-in happened when the vegetables came. I still eat meat. I had grass-finished, grass-fed, blah, 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 London broil, but I only eat like 115 to 200 grams. And now when I tell people that, that's like 2 pieces the size of my finger, maybe 3, which is good. And people will be like, oh, that's 1 bite for me. That's like 1 serving. Like, what do you mean that's all you eat? I'm like, what do you mean you eat 1.5 pounds of meat per meal? Like, no wonder you feel like crap and you're like plugged up. If I do that, like, I don't need to eat for like 24 hours. I just feel full, So if you're doing that and you're feeling full throughout the day, it's good, but your organs are going to be jammed. Your body's going to be taxed. You're going to be like inflamed because your body's processing it. You're not going to be able to use that energy to do other things, like use your brain, stay present. You're going to be worried about digesting the food. That's where all the energy in your body's going to go. So you will feel sluggish later in the day, and you will feel like a little bit down. Yeah, you might get a surge of this primal energy or like post-workout because you've taken caffeine, a pre-workout, you're all amped up doing heavy lifting, and you're feeding your body and it's eating it up so quickly. It's really not. And you can only digest so much protein. So like, you got to give that up. I believe that the government is telling us all about, oh, we need protein in our diet. You need carbs for this. You need that. Da, 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 da. You're taking advice from fat, bald people that are American that profit from this. Like, none of those guys are in shape. None of these medical doctors look the part. And then these ones on Instagram that are doing these kind of talks or telling you what to eat with their shirts off, you know, that are either like 20 or 45. You know, usually there's PEDs involved, performance enhancing drugs, steroids, so on. You know, and they're not giving you the whole story. You know, most of those guys don't even look natural. Like, you know, I've taken steroids. I know what that looks like. You know, like, and I know what a natural body, clean, if you eat properly, looks like. It's a totally different world. You know, so this video is more for people who are real life human beings, who have jobs, who don't have carnivore diets, who don't want to eat meat boards all day, who don't want to just take photos with their shirts off and go to the gym all day. This is for a food addict, a sugar addict, someone who's had cancer, diabetes, overweight, just brain fog, just overall poor health. This has helped me beat a lot of drug addiction, PMO addiction, dopamine addiction, food addiction, sugar addiction. I'm going through a 90-day journey right now to really clamp this down and beat my sugar addiction and my food addiction and really dial this thing in and hold myself accountable. You can follow that Substack. I'll give you the link down below and just see if that's something you're interested in. But I show you every single food I eat for the day, every single recipe, and there's videos and pictures of it so you could see what it looks like. Then I'm gonna add a grocery list for the week so that you have the grocery list. Then you can food shop on Sunday. You can have the menu for the next week and you can see how I do it and all the calories in it. And it's not about tracking calories. It's just about eating it whatever I want, whenever I want, and feeling good and feeling healthy. And I challenge you to take your blood work before you start doing this and see what it looks like after and see if anything does change. Disease-wise, blood pressure, heart disease, all types of things. You'd be surprised the results that you're gonna end up getting. And the side effect is weight loss. Side effect. It's not even the goal of this. That's the side effect. So I'd encourage you guys to really take a shot at this, dive deep, be accountable, and really, you know, take this advice because I've done it for the past 2 years, documented a lot of it. Now I'm going to present this information to you guys and hopefully inspire some of you to make a change and see how the journey went. And I'll post pre-pictures, post pictures, during pictures. I write, even when I slip up, I'm not perfect by any means. The other day I ate 5 pears in one day. Food addict, you know, but at least it wasn't 5 Snickers bars or Burger King where I let it go. You know what I mean? And now like my desires have slowly depleted for all that stuff because I used to eat that all day long, you know, and I was still all right, but my insides were not. And that's where the problem lies. And that's what I'm trying to convey to everybody, you know, that it's not about weight loss. It's not about your appearance. It's about your internal health. Because as a chiropractor, I'm dealing with a lot of this stuff. And a main problem with the most people is inflammation. And they keep inflaming themselves. And when I talk to them, they're like, oh, I had a cheat day on Sunday. I've been working hard. I'm clean throughout the week. And then I have my cheat day. That cheat day is killing you, killing you. That's a food addiction. That's like, you know, I didn't smoke pot during the week, but I had it on the weekend on my cheat day. I don't know. You know what I mean? And you got to do it in moderation. It is what it is. You know, we're not perfect, but this will help you wean off of it, tone it down. And another side effect, it'll save you money. And if you live in California, you don't have to go to the store. This thing called We will deliver it to you. It delivers Hispanic and Asian groceries. So it'll bring it right to you. And when I give you the list, you can just pop that in your app and have it delivered. You don't even have to go to the store. So hope this helps somebody.